Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Scent Memories. I am so excited to share with you all my thoughts on one of my favorite acquisitions of 2020. So, if you want to know what that is, stick around. So welcome back everyone. I am so pleased to share with you all my thoughts on one of my favorite fragrance compositions and acquisitions of 2020. But before I do that, here's a few words from a friend of ours.
Hello, my name's Roger Dove, and I'm really delighted to have been asked to make this short video to support Dave Atlas and his work with his fantastic new YouTube channel, Scent Memories. Please watch, please engage with it, because it's fantastic. Thanks very much.
So thank you so much, Roja. It really means the world to me that you would take a few moments out of your very busy day to share with everyone your thoughts on my channel. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So if you haven't already guessed, this fragrance comes from the house of Roja Dove. This particular composition was created or commissioned by the Royal Opera House in Muscat in Oman. And this composition is called Lakme. So Lakme was created to commemorate the premiere of the operatic performance, Lakme. This is a very special and unique fragrance. It's something that is a standout in the repertoire of Roja Dove. But before we actually go into the scent profile, let's talk about the overall presentation. So what you get here is the red, which the red curtains are commemorating the actual curtains coming up as the opera is starting. The black is meant to illustrate the audience waiting for the the opera to start. You have this really pretty Lakme engraved here in the placard here, and a really beautiful and elegant Swarovski crystals in these ruby red over here. I'm not one for the box presentation, but this one is really, really pretty. So what you have here is a box presentation that matches the bottle. So you have the curtains here and you have Lakme as well. On the back here, it's a little description of the overall opera. And then as you lift up the box, it's meant to kind of commemorate the lifting of the curtains as the opera is performing to start. And you have this really silky velvet, this black velvet here, that's meant to represent the seats that the audience sits in, the materials of the seat that the audience sits in. So it's really, really beautiful, very pretty and very well done. The artistry in Roja Dove's presentations is among some of the best in the business. So what do we get with Lakme? Lakme is something that is hard to describe because it is so breathtaking. What you get off the top notes here, and let's just spray this here. So if you can't tell, Roja Dove's atomizers are incredibly high quality. They allow a very fine dispersion of the fragrance, but a controlled dispersion. So what you get off the top notes here, this is so beautiful. So you get these soapy, clean aldehydic accord with citruses, but immediately and very quickly you get this duality of florals. So you get the Rose de May, which is a very rare rose in its natural form. It only grows in a very specific time in May, where it can be cultivated. And you get Orris, which, if you don't know, Orris is a bulb from the flower iris, but it's not a powder. It's not a very, very powdery or lipsticky or makeup bag iris. It's a very soft, gentle, and a very sensual Orris. It's so well blended, it's so masterfully done, it's incredibly beautiful. Along with the Orris and the Rose de May, you get this Lily of the Valley. And it's all blended together so well, but you get those little floral nuances. They kind of jump out at you at different points of the fragrance life. And it's super sensual, it's soft, but it's elegant, it's very elegant. That's the way I would describe this fragrance, as royal and elegant. Along with the floral bouquet, you get this frankincense, this almost creamy resinous frankincense in the dry down, and sandalwood. So it's a Mysore sandalwood, which is a rare sandalwood. It's a very expensive and rare sandalwood. It's creamy, it's buttery, it's really, really well done. And it's there in the base, but it's not something that jumps out at you. It's kind of uplifting and supporting the floral and citrus compositions of this fragrance. Along with that, you get labdanum, you get vanilla, you get, I believe, a little bit of musk, but it's definitely it's hidden in the background again. It's not something it's a individual notes that you can pick out in this particular composition, but it's something that you can definitely sense as you're getting wafts of this. So what do I get with this particular composition? Well, I get mostly florals. I get a really soft, powdery, sensual iris or orris, and you get those aldehydes at the top. And as it dries down, you get that creamy sandalwood with the frankincense and the vanilla. And it's again so well blended that it's not something that you can say, oh man, I get the vanilla, or I get the frankincense, or I get the benzoin. It's all one massively crafted composition. The reason I love this composition so much and it's so special to me is it reminds me of my mother when I was a child, when she would spray on perfume, getting ready for an event or a nice dinner or a show. When she would walk around the house, I would get these wafts of this powdery, floral, almost elegant composition wafting through the air. And I remember smelling that. I was a child walking through the house, and I remember loving that scent. So as I smell Lakme, I'm immediately brought back to being a child and smelling that perfume, and it's just really special to me. This particular composition can be worn all year round. It's definitely all season. It is a very versatile scent. It can be worn on any occasion, but given its incredibly high quality ingredients and the fact that it's so regal and elegant and almost royal, I think this would be best worn in a special occasion. It's not something that's going to be a loud projector. People across the room won't, they won't smell this from you 30 feet away, but as they get closer to you, they absolutely will smell this, and I think they'll be blown away of how fantastic the scent profile is. It's not, the longevity on this one is about 6 hours. It's not a beast mode fragrance. Again, Roja Dove's fragrances are not, most of them are not beast mode. They're meant to be and designed to be closer to the skin and a more close encounter type fragrance. But this is, again, such a beautifully, masterfully crafted composition that I think the longevity is quite suitable for the actual fragrance. So that is my overall review of Lakme. Let me know down below in the comments if you've tried Lakme, what your thoughts are on it, or if you've been wanting to try this one. Also, let me know what your favorite composition or acquisition from the house of Roja Dove in 2020 was. If you haven't already, I would love if you guys could subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for any future videos, content, and giveaways. As always, thank you all so much for watching my channel. Again, please stay safe and take care of each other.